Hi friends, how are you? The last, before the break, I have asked a question that with this, the propanaldehyde and the staldehyde, when it is subjected to aldol condensation, I told you that the reaction will occur. And at the same time, I asked the question that among this, which one will give hydrogen to the carbonyl? Is it acetaldehyde? If it is that, I asked you to write A. Or is it carbon, that is alpha carbon of the propanaldehyde, that is CH2? Is it alpha carbon of acetaldehyde? If that is the case, A. If it is alpha carbon of propanaldehyde, then that is for P. How many of you written A or P? Let me see. Okay. In fact, the compound acetaldehyde will give proton to the aldehyde, that is propanaldehyde. Here what happens, this hydrogen will go and approach the carbonyl carbon of the propanaldehyde. Once it approaches, this bond will migrate to the oxygen and this hydrogen will end up at hydrogen of propanaldehyde. That is called oxygen of carbonyl, oxygen of propanaldehyde. As a result of that, what we get is CH3, CH2, that is this compound propanaldehyde, and this C double bond O becomes C, O and HH from acetaldehyde. This hydrogen remains there, and then this CH2, okay, CH3 becomes CH2, C double bond O, H. We'll be getting this compound, right? It is also alpha beta hydroxy aldehyde, and this is alcohol and aldehyde. Aldehyde alcohol is aldol. This is also aldol type of condensation. Then is it the same condensation as we seen in case of acetaldehyde? Is it the same? If it is same, write 1, otherwise put X. It is similar, but the only difference is instead of two same molecules of alpha hydrogen containing aldehyde, we have taken two different aldehyde. Hence this is called as crossed aldol condensation. We have crossed one aldehyde with another aldehyde. Hence it is called crossed aldol condensation. So this is what we are going to get. So this if you continue the heating, right? So if you heat it some more time, right? After this aldehyde that is obtained, that is beta hydroxyaldehyde, will undergo dehydration. D for detach. What? Hydrate. Hydrate means what? Water. So it will remove water from this aldehyde, that is hydroxyaldehyde. How it removes? Hydrogen from this carbon will migrate to this single bond, and then it pushes off OH from this hydroxyaldehyde. As a result of this, what I end up is CH3, CH2, C. Here the double bond has come, so this CH2 becomes CH. This hydrogen remain here, and C double bond O, H is obtained. And this is stable. Then the question that arises is why this is stable? Why this is stable? It is stable because this aldehyde is conjugated. Then the question that arises means what is conjugation? Here the double bond is conjugated with C double bond O. Double bond is conjugated with C double bond O. What does it mean? The conjugation means this in conjunction with this. They are present alternate to one another. The double bonds in the compounds or in this compound are present alternate to one another. See here, double bond, single bond, double bond. And if that is there, then this compound is stable. So what we get to know is, I will continue the same nomenclature, alpha, beta, gamma, delta. Now between alpha and beta, CC double bond is there. Hence it is called as alpha, beta, unsaturated aldehyde. This is called alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde. This alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde is stable. It is stabler than this beta hydroxyaldehyde. Hence, this will happen readily on heating. Right? This is called as what? Cross aldol condensation. Is it clear? Then the question that arises is, what is the mechanism? I've already given the mechanism here. Right? This is correct. Hydrogen from here has gone, but not the hydrogen. What will happen is, there is one more step involved in the mechanism. I will write that. So what is mechanism? Mechanism is nothing but study of path of the reaction. Study of path of the reaction. Path of the reaction. Here, what happens is, when we heat this mixture with sodium hydroxide, this CH3, that is hydrogen present in acetaldehyde, right, in this hydrogen is acidic. Why it is acidic? It is acidic because this is directly linked to carbonyl group. In this carbonyl group, these bonds are polar. These bonds are polar. Why it is polar? Oxygen is more electronegative than carbon. As a result of that, this oxygen pulls electron from carbon. Once it pulls electron, this will gain more negative charge. That means electron density will shift towards oxygen. As a result of that, this carbon loses electron and this gains positive charge. Losing electron means negative charge is gone and positive charge remains there. So negative is less means positive is more. So this gains the positive charge. This electropositive carbon pulls the electron through this sigma bond. When it pulls the electron from this sigma bond, this carbon of course it will respond to the demand, that we call it as resonance. So when it responds, definitely it will give and this gains positive charge. To mitigate that, since this gains the negative charge, to neutralize that, electrons from hydrogen will go towards the carbon and thus this hydrogen becomes positive. So alpha hydrogens are acidic, that means it is positive in nature. Acidic means it is having the protonic character. The proton can be donated to the other. Whom? The base comes here. When the base comes, who is that? OH minus. When it comes, it will come and take this, knock away the proton. Once it knocks away the proton, hydrogen is gone. Then the next what we have here is, carbon, hydrogen. It will leave this electron on this itself and hence this gains the negative charge character. So acetaldehyde is converted to anion, carbon containing anion, hence it is called as carbon anion. Hence it is called as carbanion. Carbanion is carbanion. This carbanion will go and approach the electron deficient, the carbonyl carbon by nucleophilic reaction and thus this becomes O minus here. And when it becomes O minus, so here what will happen? This goes here, this bond will go there, and this becomes negatively charged. And this on hydrolysis, H3O plus, hydrolysis gives this beta hydroxyaldehyde. This on hydrolysis gives CH3, CH2, COH, H, CH2, C double bond. So this is what we are going to get. This is the mechanism involved in the reaction. This is called aldol condensation. When acetaldehyde is made to react with the propanaldehyde in presence of a dilute sodium hydroxide and it is subjected to heating just by warming, it gives beta hydroxyaldehyde by aldol type of condensation. Since it is between two different aldehydes, it is called as cross aldol condensation. This beta hydroxyaldehyde on further heating gives alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde by what reaction? By dehydration. By dehydration, and here it happens readily because this alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde is more stable. Why it is more stable? Because it is conjugated. What is conjugated? Double bond is conjugated. Conjugated with what? Carbonyl group. What is conjugation? Double bond of CC will be present alternate to the C double bond. Oh, that is present alternate to one another. These two double bonds are present alternate to one another. Double bond, single bond, double bond. Double bond, single bond, double bond, and hence the reaction takes place. This is the mechanism of crossed aldol or even aldol condensation. Clear? Then the question that arises to me next is, if this is the case, here what happened? Only this part is reactive, or this is not reactive component. It is not reactive, so to say, it is not been involved in any of the steps. Here no, here also no. If that is the case, is it possible for me to take, instead of this, what is that, propanaldehyde, I will take benzaldehyde and treat this with acetaldehyde, CH3, double bond OH. If I take this, will the reaction takes place? Tell me that, I'll come back.